All right, greetings. This is Robert Foertsch with the Truth, deployed worldwide through the Truth Network. A beautiful day out here at the Point in Cherry Grove, South Carolina, 62nd Street North. This is actionable information. You can give me a call or send me a link anytime. If you think I missed something or got it wrong, feel free to reach on out. We live on a stationary level plane with a firmament above us. It's the biblical proclamation and the observable reality. How about that? That's pretty unpopular, especially with the system of control that is perpetuating the global lie. And then the apparently well-meaning, deceived individuals also perpetuate that lie, unaware that it's part of a grand illusion. We did it, homeschooling and promoting the global lie, unaware. And that's just fishing poles, a fishing pole coming out of the view of the sun. It's all about perspective. People come from all over the world here. Now, I'm looking at a reflection off of the building right there, off of that window. See that? And then that'll go away because of relative perspective, what may be in the way. So in the research library that I've compiled, I move videos around often and content, add content to the different platforms that I'm on. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I've got a couple YouTube accounts, a couple X accounts, and there's enough there to, I would say, blow your mind. It would be nice to have a new vehicle like Tesla helping to make abundant, clean, free energy available worldwide for the masses. However, I'm sure that would, if that were to be attempted, it would certainly come with conditions like a non-disclosure agreement. I don't have any non-disclosure agreements in effect. I've got a full disclosure agreement with the Almighty. I know him as Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, the living word, the living water, the great I am, the way, the truth, and the life. He knows the end from the beginning. In the book of Revelation, his word says that his name is the Word of God. So there is a veritable spiritual smorgasbord that humanity is dining on. They can't all be correct. In fact, they're all false except for the one that's actually true, and I believe that's the official biblical narrative, not the apostate church that pretends to be Christianity. There's unbiblical theology, cosmology, soteriology, eschatology, basically a distortion of the biblical narrative. And then, of course, there's many other spiritual perspectives, including atheism, Satanism. There's an epic battle between good and evil, and it's been going on for a long time. We're all in it. So are you well equipped for the battle? So truth and deception are primary weapons. It's just the way that works. So biblical cosmology, like I say, is a stationary level Earth. Some refer to it as flat Earth. It's just definitely not a spinning globe. So the billions and I would say trillions of dollars that have been deployed through our world economy for a long time have created a very complex deception. How will you know the truth when it's right in front of you? So like I've mentioned before, reality exposes the global lie. You could use a machinist level or a simple bubble level and see that the earth isn't moving. And then that all the things that we've got accumulated in our home, whether it's dishes or things sitting on a shelf, they're not flying all around because the earth doesn't move. It's stationary and level, not spinning, wobbling, and gyrating. So I'm okay with exposing the truth and having that be very unpopular. The sun, moon, and stars move above us. That is the observable reality. So the truth sounds crazy to the deceived or to the unaware. Unaware sounds better than ignorant. Ignorant sounds stupid. Yet they're very similar meanings. Some people maintain a willful ignorance. They want to believe whatever they want to believe for whatever reason that is. Anyway, the primary reason why I do a recording like this is to direct you and anybody else who may happen along this to explore the content that I found for your consideration. You could send me a link or give me a call. Oh, it looks like my friend Elijah might be catching a wave. Almost. The water is really warm. I'm going to try a little something, see if I can hold it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little steadier. So reality exposes the truth about everything, whatever you want to know about. With the law of non-contradiction as a foundation, contradictory perspectives can't all be correct. In fact, they're all wrong, except for the one that is true. So there's a veritable kaleidoscope of conspiracy theories to hide the actual conspirators and how they actually operate. So there's a lot of truth in the movies in a veiled sort of way, predictive programming, and then there's a lot of deception throughout the movies, magazines, news broadcasts, the curricula in whatever age school or whatever grade, kindergarten, grade school, preschool. It's a grand illusion that's been foisted or forced on humanity. I think you might be able to get that one. All right. Cool. So this is a sea level liquid mirror. People reflect off of it, reflect on their lives, past, present, future, hopes, dreams, fears, regrets. It can be a very painful existence, and yet the Almighty can help make sense out of all of it, or a level of acceptance. So rather than me do stuff and hope He likes it, I just wanted to find out what He created me to do and then rely on Him to direct, protect, and empower me to accomplish that. I highly recommend it. I was able to trade in my rags for His riches. So He knows it all. He knows it all and controls it all. Ooh, that looks like a good ride right there. Might be able to get on up. There we go. Alrighty, I think that'll do for now. Thank you so much for your public and private encouragement and support. Feel free to reach out anytime you like.